those melodies that reach across the years have underscored our laughter and our tears. With every phrase we see the past unfold like memories in gold. Some tunes remind us of our childhood days, the Sunday afternoons and songs of praise, reflecting happy times and joys untold. These memories in gold, from those early nursery rhymes through our adolescent times, we'd find more favorites as we went along. How could we go wrong with a special song that would always see us through? Our lives without them might be cold and bleak. For favorite songs is more than words can speak. They help me win your love to have and hold. Sweet memories in gold.
When the band played rock and roll and the people called it soul, our favorite songs were like a tapestry,
etched in melody. They would always be part of you and part of me. There's little more to add when songs are sung. The words and music help keep us young, and so we're not afraid of growing old. With memories, let's hear them please. Sweet memories in gold.
I don't know how serious people were, but I know that where I worked, people were saying the day before he came to town, well, where do you think the shooting will start? What do they mean by this? I can't say at this point. And there was a certain amount of snickering about that, as if it was a live possibility that shooting was going to take place. I was not very much surprised, really, when there was shooting.
get out old Dan's records, get out old Dan's records. We will dance the whole night long. It's fun to play the old time songs. If old Dan could see us now, I know he'd be so proud. Bring out old Dan's records, bring out old Dan's records. I remember my Aunt Bee, she danced with Dan till 2 or 3. If old Dan could see her now, I know he'd shout out loud. Dig out old Dan's records, bring out old Dan's records. We're all here, we've all got dates. We'll dance all night to the 78s. If old Dan could see us now, I know he'd be so proud. If old Dan was with us still, I know he'd come around. out old dance records. Dig out old dance records. Back to 1935, the boxcar jitterbug and jive. The old Dan can see us now, I know he'd be so proud.
What I'm talking about is the self-censorship that goes on when you have this understanding, this tacit understanding among all the employees that you just don't tread on the fundamental prerogatives of the corporation.
Now, do you have any personal issues that have come up in your life where you have had this happen to you? Have you been in trouble?
When have I not been in trouble? I was in trouble in Boston in the 1960s when the Vietnam War was going along. Perhaps you've heard the expression applied to Spanish Civil War veterans, premature anti-fascist. I regard myself as a premature anti-Vietnam War-ite. Came up from Dallas in 1965, moved to Boston, reputation secure, nice guy, and doing my job. And the war was going along, and every time I had to read a story about Navy planes coming off a carrier, destroying 500 communist structures, it rankled me. And finally, one day, I went a little crazy on the air, and I said, let's just go into what the nature of a communist structure in the context of Vietnam would be. And I said there are no Maginot Lines over there. They're not fortified bunkers. There's not an enormous capital investment in creating underground caverns with 12-inch guns pointing out toward the Allied troops.
And the structures are not painted red, so you can identify them.
Exactly. So, communist structures, more than likely, peasant's hut. I said, so let's alter that story to include the possibility that peasants' huts are being shot up. And that evening, the place just went up for grabs. I was thereafter told that all my copy would be censored, and I was put on the overnight shift, and I remained for another year, but many things were done to get me out.
I want to thank you, world, for letting me belong. I'm just 1/4 of one small group that sings your songs. I know that there are others who have served in bigger ways. All I can do is sing your music all my days. It makes me grateful just to know that I can be unique and fill a spot beside the other three. Without a place here in this world, I know that I'd be lost. Thank you, world, for letting me contribute to the cause.
I may not ever stand like Stonewall Jackson stood, but standing on that stage to me is just as good. And I may never be a heavy or a great, but you've given me the strength to pull my weight.
Oh, for the part I sing is truly part of me, and it does its part to lock the other parts in key, and it does its part to pull that sweet applause. Thank you, world, for letting me contribute to the cause. Oh, world, you've given me a place that I call mine, though I've stepped out of it and I've gotten out of line. Sometimes I sing your music.
Thank you, Diane. It's 7:40 now in Chicago. The weather in Chicago is on the cool side, 48 degrees at Midway, 50 at the lakefront. And when the Pope's plane landed a few minutes ago, he came to Chicago in 51-degree weather. It's going to be mostly fair and cold tonight, chance of frost away from the lake with a low of 39 degrees. We've had no word that the papal party is going to compress any of its schedule tonight. The Pope was to have arrived at Holy Name Cathedral at 7:15 p.m. Obviously, he's a half hour behind even that, it being almost 15 minutes until 8 o'clock. At Holy Name Cathedral, State and Superior, we're going to go inside now and talk to Glenn Walter.
Alan, even though, as you mentioned, the Pope is running so far behind schedule, there is absolutely no worry here at all in the crowd. There is still the era of joy and sereneness, and of course, now that the plane is down on the ground and the Pope is slowly working his way toward Holy Name Cathedral, there is a new expectation, I think we can say. Inside the church itself, there have been hymns, there have been songs of joy and songs of praise, and America the Beautiful about an hour ago.
8 minutes until 8 o'clock on News Radio 78. 48 degrees now at Midway Airport, 50 downtown, and 51 at O'Hare, where about 15 minutes ago Pope Paul landed. And he's making his way down the Kennedy Expressway now, rather slowly and somewhat behind schedule. We're going to go now back up the street on Milwaukee Avenue to Bob Crawford.
Alan, an air of excitement has started to spread through the big crowd here in Chopin Square on Milwaukee Avenue, and what caused it was the police advance cars, which are now making their way down Milwaukee Avenue with their bright blue lights spinning around, flashing.
It is indeed heartwarming and satisfying to hear about the way that the feeling proceeds the Pope's motorcade up the street, even before he's in sight, well before he's in sight. People seem to know that he's on his way and that someone that they love is coming to see them, and they're able to see him. It's 4 minutes until 8 o'clock now, and back to Holy Name Cathedral and Fred Partito.
You don't need to ask me if I'll be your friend. I am. You don't need to ask me if I'm sure, my friend. I am your friend. You must remember me. I'm the one who saw through the world's disguise, took away its cloak and I made it hide from me. Remember me. Walking on this earth, finding you. Walking on this earth, finding you. What can I say? You don't need to find the words to say what's on your mind. If you need a reason to begin again, I am. You will find an answer at your journey's end. I am waiting there, my friend. You must remember me. I'm the one who knew you when. I'm the one you call your friend.
Let's talk about the way the 70s were when they began and the way they ended, and the contrast between hopes and disappointments for you as a leading feminist. What did you hope would be accomplished by this time, and what do you look around you and see is still undone that needs doing?
Well, I think I would have been surprised. I mean, myself, circa 1970, would be surprised to look now and see all that had been accomplished. I don't think I expected so much in terms of popular support and changing ideas and consciousness and majority support on issues. On the other hand, I probably would have been disappointed in the amount of institutional change. I would have been amazed, for instance, at the Equal Rights Amendment, because, of course, that was my fault, because I hadn't really analyzed to what degree, to what kind of economic impact the Equal Rights Amendment would really have, and how entrenched its adversaries were.
Is that this the reason it hasn't succeeded?
I think it's a combination of looking at. I mean, you know, women still make maybe 58, 59 cents on the dollar or something. When you start to equalize that, it means that that's a major redistribution of wealth, and that this is an ultimate commitment to that principle.
It's a major redistribution of macho, too.
Yes, but somehow I have more faith in changing that.
Pienso que un sueño parecido no volverá más. Y me pintaba las manos y la cara de azul. Y de provisa el viento rápida me llevó. Y me hizo volar en el cielo infinito. Volaré, oh, cantaré, oh, nel blu dipinto di blu, felice di stare lassù. Y volando, volando feliz me encuentro amado, amado que son. Y mientras ya en el mundo sale con despacio de mí, una música dulce tocada solo para mí. Volaré, oh, cantaré, oh, oh, nel blu dipinto di blu, felice di stare lassù. Pienso que un sueño parecido no volverá más. Y me pintaba la mano y la cara de azul. Y de improviso en el viento rápido me llevó. Y me hizo ir a volar en el cielo infinito. Volaré, oh, cantaré, oh, oh, nel blu dipinto di blu, felice di stare lassù. Volare, oh, cantare, oh, oh, nel blu dipinto di blu, felice di stare lassù.
The Black Sheep by Italo Calvino. There was a country where they were all thieves. At night everybody would leave home with skeleton keys and shaded lanterns and go and burgle a neighbor's house. They'd get back at dawn, loaded, to find their own house had been robbed. So everybody lived happily together. Nobody lost out, since each stole from the other, and that other from another again, and so on until you got to a last person who stole from the first. Trade in the country inevitably involved cheating on the parts both of buyer and seller. The government was a criminal organization that stole from its subjects, and the subjects, for their part, were only interested in defrauding the government. Thus life went on smoothly. Nobody was rich, and nobody was poor. One day, how we don't know, it so happened that an honest man came to live in the place. At night, instead of going out with his sack and his lantern, he stayed home to smoke and read novels. The thieves came, saw the light on, and didn't go in.